everyone, Mark from Coast to Country. It is blowing a gale here today, but I'm out chasing some whiting again. This time I'm going to use the surgical thread that was in my arm, as stupid as that is. We're going to see if we can use it as fishing line. So we'll check that out and go from there. So what we'll have to do, I reckon, because I've got to pull this through, some plan of attack is chop that knot off there, grab this, pull it, make sure that comes out nice and easy and don't get hooked up in that bend. Should be pretty straightforward. What could possibly go wrong? And then we can use this bit of line to rig up a fishing line and see if we can get something on it. Wonder what breaking strain that is. It looks pretty wiry looking stuff. It'd have to be a good 15 pound, I reckon. It's probably the most expensive fishing line in the world. You'd think the amount you pay for surgery, they'd give you a couple of free spools of this stuff so you could go bottom bouncing off the shelf for some gummy shark or something. Alright, so we'll gently pull on this. Slowly getting there. Or I reckon around the corner. Ta-da! Right, well, that's not much of a trace, but well, it's already got a knot tied on the end. I hope the surgeon's good at tying knots, whether that will hold or not. I reckon that's got to be at least, it's a 10 pound line, surely. It's not exactly monofilament. It's not really, not exactly clear, is it? They'll probably see that a mile away, but we shall see. Anyway, apparently all I've got to do now is cover that up. I'll give it a bit of a clean and go from there. Probably a good spot. I could have probably kept it, and if you lift it up you could hide your loose change in there. Okay, so this is about a year later and that's the scar that's left. So Doc done a pretty good job of that. So I ripped the bicep off my arm and they threaded it back through the elbow there and reattached it. So it's working well. So anyway, I've still got the trace that we pulled out and we'll see if we can catch a whiting on it. Right, you have to excuse the wind noise, it is blowing a gale. So there is the trace. Well, I lightly call it trace, I don't know what it is. It came out of my arm anyway. Looks like fishing line, so I figured we'll use it. So, very hard to tie. I had to undo the doctor's knot, or the nurse's knot, whoever tied it. I was knocked out at the time, so I undid that, put a loop on this end, and down here, I put a blood knot on it, which I thought was appropriate considering what we're doing today. So we'll get this baited up, throw it out, and we'll see how we get on. So we've got our trace here that we pulled out of my surgery, which is a pretty sicko thing, I know. We'll whack some nice piece of cockle on there and we'll see if we can get a whiting. Okay, let's drop this out the back here. Oh, yep. Reckon that's a whiting. Oh, it is too. And he's going to be legal. Oh, fell off. He's going to go size. There we go, 34. So that's a nice little whiting. Okay, just moved to a different spot. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll bait up with some nice bit of cockle here. just pulled up on one of our favourite whiting spots. It's blowing an absolute gale, but we shall see how we get on. Nice bit of a green hole there. Not sure you can hear me with the wind, but so we'll drop that in here and see how we get on. Just let that sink to the bottom, keep a bit of tension on the line. Normally if they're there, they grab it straight away. So far, nothing. Oh, yeah, little nibble. Didn't seem very big though, that one. Oh, I might have gunned me bait already. Oh no, still got a bit on there. Try again. Bit of a tap. Struggling with the wind a bit today. Oh, yep. And we're on. Oh, a nice little whiting. Come here, mate. Oh, I'm going to hold him. So, there we go. There's the surgical line. There's a nice little whiting. I think he might be a little bit short, this one. Give him a quick measure up. We've got to be 32. It's 34, so that's fair game. South Australia. All right, let's see if we can do that again. So this line I found is very, very stiff. Like it's got not much flex in it at all, which is probably a good reason if you're doing surgery, I guess. Don't know anything about it. Shout out to the guys at and girls at SportsMed in Adelaide who did the surgery. Obviously did a pretty good job. Arm still attached, all good. And we've got a bit of trace. Right, let's chuck it back in this green hole. It is so windy. Oh, yep. A little bit of weight to it. Oh no, rocky road. The old rock cod. Don't need those. Slippery little sucker. Oh, come here. Let him go. So I sent the doctor an email about this video. I'll be amazed if he watches it, but if you are, Doc, check it out. Healed up really well, working well too. Thanks for that. Catch ya. All right, so there you go. You can use medical surgical line as fishing line. Why you'd want to, I don't know. So anyway, it's not a serious video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. See ya.